You're still watching TVC Breakfast. Now back in Lagos, it's time for Trending Now. And Olamide is about to tell us everything that has been trending in the world of social media and beyond. I'm very much excited because I know there's a lot to talk about today. Olamide, good morning. How are you? Good morning, team. Indeed, it is very sad to hear about the passing of Mr. Akin Ogunmola. Veterans like him, walked, so we right here on this stage could run. Right. Thank you so much. Good morning, Nigeria. I like to say that TVC has a finger on the pulse and an eye on the streets. And here on the Trending Now segment, my team and I do our best to bring you all the trending stories that are shaping the world that you and I live in. We begin today with this submission where the Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevwori is trending after a video surfaced showing him serving as an usher during a Sunday church service. Now, the governor was seen collecting offerings and assisting congregants with quiet humility, a gesture that has sparked mixed reactions online. While some Nigerians have praised his act as a rare display of humility and servant leadership, others believe that it's more about optics than devotion. But still, many people agree that in leadership, as in life, true greatness often begins with service. Fun fact for you watching at home, I don't believe that this is eye service. Before he became the governor, his title is actually the Right Elder Sheriff Oborevwori. So it's not today he started doing that. Let's take a look at social media. I'll take two tweets. Stanley says, service in church is noble. I just hope the same servant leadership follows him back to the government house. Indeed. Adetunji Blessing says, originality no dey this country again. Last time, now Ondo State Governor they roll for church. Delta State they collect offering. Now Governor Adeleke I want see next, he go sweet. Very interesting. Now team, several times we've spoken about here about how we're constantly seeing a lot of political plays ahead of the 2027 elections coming up. Everyone's on their best behavior in tip-top shape. Do you think that this is optics for politics or just a man who has, maintained his sense of humanity and religion despite being a very, popular political figure?
As a man, he is somebody that is religious. He is, now he's governor and he goes to church, cameras will go with him. Even if cameras do not go with him, we have cameras on our phones and people will video him, put it on social media. The optics, if it is for optics, is good, but if it is not for optics, it's also good. Where he realizes that there's a power that's bigger than his, and that's the power of God. Big ups, keep going to church and translate what you learn from church to the people of Delta State. Right.
But if there's anything I'll say I love about him is he's a good Christian. Forget about his political, his political stance and everything. I've followed his story. I've seen that he goes to church a lot. So it's just sad that when we now see people, in power go to church, we often think that it's for the optics. But for some of them, it's not the optics. Like, as a person that you go to church, it's said that you should be a worker in church. You should not just go to church every morning and run out of the church. You need to serve God. So I'm not surprised to see him do that. I don't like the fact that we're adding it, it's because he's a politician. I think that he's a good Christian and he's serving God. And trust me, if you're doing this for optics, there's no way you will not receive, I don't want to call, but you receive something from God, but I'm not calling the thing. I just hope you're doing it for, Christianity, which I think and I know you are, because I know you love the church. So yes, I leave it there. I mean,
it's understandable because, again, the roads are getting closer to 2027. So anything any politician does at this moment would be fingered around that. But the man is a believer. He's a Christian. And so is every other person who believes in whatever you believe. You're first that before you were a senator, a governor, a carpenter, a teacher, a lawyer, and whatever else. That is the ultimate of your being, because when your time comes to get off this earth, it won't be a governor or president any longer. It will just be you and your Savior. And so anything you can do right about now to show gratitude, please do it. And I think that's what the governor's done here.
Absolutely. I definitely think it's pertinent that leaders, keep their sense of belonging to their micro-communities, even in high positions of power. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Moving on to some light-hearted news. Love truly found its way through service as the National Youth Service Corps in Kogi State celebrated two corps members, Popo Ola Afeez and Monica Felix, who met during their orientation camp and went on to get married while still serving. Now, their heartwarming love story, which began began with drills and early morning parades, has captured national attention on social media. The couple, dressed proudly in their NYSC uniforms, were gifted 500,000 naira in the presence of their fellow corps members and officials. Photos from the event show the radiant couple beaming with joy, and it's a reminder that sometimes love and duty can march side by side. Their story has since gone viral, with many Nigerians applauding the NYSC for honoring a union that was born out of national service. Kopawi, Kopawa. Let's take a look at social media. I'll take 2 tweets on this. Marvelous says, now 500,000 naira them dash them. It cannot rent 2-bedroom flat in today's Nigeria. I had to look at that 0.5 million again. Many Nigerians go open mouth now, like saying a 5 million, then give them. Anyhow, Sha, congratulations to them. Thank you, Marvelous. Olumeg says, what are you encouraging? For people to get married while serving or get married before coming for service? Let's get our priorities right. Now, team, there's so many couples who, you know, they met during the NYSC year and they've gone on to start family units. They've gone on to move in together. It's a very pertinent year. Not only are Nigerians coming into the workforce, but they're also coming into themselves as young people and what they want in terms of a partner and relationships. But I really must ask, how far can 500,000 naira go into today's world?
That's the figure you've heard. What about the other ones that we did not hear? Because when 2 youth corps members decide to get married, it's novelty. I don't think I've heard this kind of story before.
There are plenty.
Yeah, this is the first time it's happening. I'm very sure that a number of people that were there would encourage them in one way or the other. This is a situation of high school sweetheart or things like that. But the courage of getting married without knowing what's ahead of you is what I salute. I wish them a beautiful married life, and when your first child comes out, he will be a Boy Scout.
In a baby NYSC uniform.
Do you know that, Etowa, I'm not going to agree with you at all, and they may call me bad belly for this thing that I'm about to say, but I just hope it's not infatuation, because, you know, they were both together, serving together and all of that. You know, before you marry, it's not just about, you know, you say you're getting married. You need to be financially stable before you marry, because you cannot marry somebody's daughter to be suffering. You know, likewise, you know, the girl, does she have a business now? The man, does he have a business now? Let's not just focus on love, love, love. You cannot eat love. At the end of the day, you will eat food. If you give birth to children, you know, the children will have to survive. So I do not think things should be done in a rush, especially when it comes to matter of love. Get to know each other better. You know, you're just like, how much are they giving you as a couple member? Now you've married. You have when you marry, your wife is your responsibility. Are you ready to take care of her financially? There's so many questions to do. I see this as infatuation. You know, like you said, high school love. You're not supposed to get married to your high school love while you're in high school. Get out, know each other better, know more people before you finally say, I'm not bad belly, guys. I'm saying the truth. Reality is what I'm speaking here.
So Ria, let me disagree with you right here. Well, I have a proposal. I mean, first of all, love is beautiful. This is really beautiful amongst the 2 of them. But this is my proposal, Olamide. You and I should get on board as well.
No.
Who knows?
No, but there's money. You guys have money. Now say you are not broke.
So they get them 500,000.
Your national television.
But TVC is going to give us 10 million naira. I mean, that can rent a house at the end of the day.
That's even little.
So let our own story be the next one you take on television.
My fear is that when they give the money, Nelson will marry you again.
The issue now is that I'm not going to expose Nelson on national television, but there are many of us. Moving on. Moving on into the world of social media. TikTok creator Amadou Elizabeth, better known as Jarvis or Dadrolita, is at the center of fresh online drama after her fellow content creator and her boyfriend, in quote, Hamzat Abib, also known as Pella, made claims linking her to money laundering on the TikTok platform. Now, during a recent live stream, Pella alleged that TikTok's gifting system was being used for money laundering by Jarvis, and he hinted that she was heavily involved. Of course, this clip went viral, sparking heated conversations online. Both creators since the incident have since appeared to make peace, but Jarvis's management, ISO Entertainment, then issued a strong statement describing the claims as false and damaging. They've now demanded a public apology from Pella within 48 hours, or they'll be heading to court. I think this is another reminder for my young people watching back home that in the digital world, a viral moment can come with real-life consequences because people are now petitioning EFCC. It's very serious. I'll take 3 tweets on this. Let's see. Clayton says, what Pella said was totally out of line. Even if it was for clout, making such heavy accusations online is reckless and damaging. He clearly needs proper guidance, media training, and a solid management team.
Moving on. Thank you so much, team. I'm going to come directly to you now. It's very interesting that on one conversation, on one side of Nigeria, we have people that are talking about foreign boots potentially invading our soil. On the other hand, some of us are concerned with Jarvis and Pella, but nonetheless, my job is to bring you trending stories. And this is trending. This young couple, very tumultuous relationship from all indications. They're going back and forth. They both make their money from TikTok. And when one person is coming out to now say, you, Jarvis, you make your money from money laundering, those are heavy allegations that could potentially have real life consequences.
When it comes to social media, there are a lot of caution. I will advise anybody that is in social media, there are things that shouldn't go there at all. But you know Pella, and you know his antecedents on social media. He tends to say a lot of things. And Jarvis, unfortunately, is the person that is suffering it now. It clearly shows that there are cracks in their relationship. And the guy is taking it out on social media, which is quite unfortunate.
You know, this morning on the newspaper review, I was talking about the importance of education. And I guess these are some of the reasons why I said education is very important, because there are some things that it will limit you not to say or not to do. With this situation, I just see it as love is blind. That's all I can say. Because, you know, in the beginning, I wonder why. I don't want to go there. You know, people love each other and all of that. But Pella has been doing a lot. Although he came out and said he didn't mean it that way, but it's already said and people have already taken it. Now, if EFCC should go through with this is a big problem for Jarvis. Now, Jarvis is beautiful, smart, had a fantastic brand, has an amazing brand. For me, as a lady, I just pray that she can focus on her brand, continue to be that amazing AI that we love her. The noise is getting too much.
Whilst I appreciate either of them as being people who have been able to maximize the benefits of social media, these two are children. And so their reactions and their attitudes displays a lot of childishness. If you have a problem, is this how to handle it? Is this where to come settle it? There are better ways of handling stuff like this. Hence to one of the tweets that says they need some level, he needs some level of management and training and all of that, so he can also grow up. Money sometimes hitting you too early throws you off balance, and that's exactly what is going on here. Go back home and get some retraining, and then some reattitudinal and character refixing, and then you can come back. I know you're going to come after me. That doesn't really matter. But this is really important, because if you're somebody who have some level of influence on social media, you need to be able to show the right attitude and right personality at all times, please.
Thank you so much, Emil Nelson. I can't stress the fact that they're basically still children. They're still almost just growing up and learning, and they're learning in the public eye. And somehow we're also fixated on them. But thank you so much for your input, team. Still in the world of social media, TikTok star DJChicken was beaten by an angry mob in Shagamu after his car reportedly collided with a motorcycle, injuring 2 people. Now, the video that was circulating online showed the entertainer with a swollen face sitting on the ground in distress as the crowd surrounded him. His vehicle and the motorcycle involved were both badly damaged. Now, the entertainer has been involved in several controversies in the past, as well as car accidents, and he's facing public scrutiny for this latest one. Some social media users have now raised concern about his behavior, hinting that substance use may be a factor. Of course, both of these incidents have reignited discussions around road safety. I'll take one tweet for a lack of time. Osarodion Jini says, the lawlessness in Nigeria is heartbreaking. It's an accident. They are both victims. No one hit someone with their car on purpose. The Nigeria police should investigate this matter and bring everyone who assaulted DJChicken to justice. This is an assault on DJChicken. Very interesting. Team, I'm going to come to you very quickly. Please chime in on this. So we don't have time. DJChicken got into an accident, and apparently it's not his first one. You know, he stopped his car, but unfortunately it was too late. The mob was riled up. They beat him up. They really badly assaulted him. On the other hand, it's not his first accident. People in that community must have been fed up with his antecedents. What do you make of this very quickly?
An accident is an accident. Nobody leaves his house and says, today I'm going to have an accident. It happens. It just comes.
But you can't put yourselves in situations if you're using substance or under the influence and make an accident more likely to happen.
Well, yeah. I think the situation he put himself, because I don't have all the details of the story, but from what I've heard, the situation he put himself is that he stopped. If he had taken off, they wouldn't have found him to beat. It's unfortunate, and it is very bad behavior for a mob to attack somebody because of that.
It's bad, but I think it's because it's been happening habitually. This is not the first time. He bashed a car, he gets another one, bash a car, gets another one. You know, I was reading somewhere where people said it even seems like something about jazz. You know, the more he destroys his cars, the more he gets more. And I wonder, how is the chicken even a celebrity? Like, what does this person really do apart from coming to dance on TikTok and just say silly things? I know him from people beating him. That's how I got to know DJ Chicken, actually.
What a way
That's
to
very quickly, please.
But I think the police should just get in and, you know, find out what the issue is right here. That's all, really.
Don't drink and drive, guys. Honestly, there could be deadly consequences. This morning, I could have been reporting that people passed away because of this accident. Thank God no lives were lost.